The Daily Code Snippet. We have talked about borders in the context of the box model and how it relates to margin and padding. But what if we actually want to add a visible border to an element? How would we do that? Well, you would use the border property. But you need to tell the browser how wide your border is, the style of your border, and the color of your border. So we really have three separate properties: border width, border style, and border color. In order to make things easier, there is a shorthand that combines all three, and this is the border property. And it is appropriate when you want all three properties the same all around the element. Border, border width, border style, border color. Border, 1 pixel, solid. Hashtag 0000000. The first shows how we need to write the shorthand out, specifying the width first, then the style, and finally the color. The second declaration states that we want a 1 pixel solid black border all around our element. When looking at just the border width, what are the possible values? We demonstrated using an actual pixel width, but the browser also recognizes thin, medium, and thick. Medium is the default if not set. With regards to border style, there are many options. A dotted border, a dashed border, a solid border, a double border, a 3D groove border that depends on the border color, a 3D ridged border that depends on the border color, a 3D inset border that also depends on the border color, and a 3D outset border that depends on the border color. No border, or a hidden border. The border color property sets the color. In our demo, we used a hexadecimal code to specify the color black. However, there are several ways to define color when coding, and we will go over that in another video. What if you have a situation where you don't want the same width, style, or color border all around? In this case, you cannot use the shorthand we went over in yesterday's video. Instead, you need to specify the border width, border style, and border color separately, and you can name up to 4 values. Just like with margin and padding, we follow the same convention of clockwise from the top. So top, right, bottom, and left. But if we don't provide 4 values, we have to understand how the CSS is read. Border width, 20 pixels, medium, thin, 5 pixels. Border width, thick, 10 pixels, thin. Border width, thick, thin. Border width, medium. With 4 values, the top border is 20 pixels, right border is medium, bottom border is thin, and the left border is 5 pixels. With 3 values, the top border is thick, right and left borders are 10 pixels, and the bottom border is thin. With only 2 values, the top and bottom borders are thick, while the right and left borders are thin. With 1 value, all borders are medium. Border style, solid, dashed, dotted, double. Border style, solid, dashed, dotted. Border style, dotted, dashed. Border style, solid. With 4 values, the top border is solid, right border is dashed, bottom border is dotted, and left border is double. With 3 values, the top border is solid, the right and left borders are dashed, while the bottom border is dotted. With 2 values, the top and bottom borders are dotted, while the right and left borders are dashed. With 1 value, all borders are solid. Border color, yellow, pink, blue, red. Border color, green, yellow, blue. Border color, pink, yellow. Border color, green. With 4 values, the top border is yellow, the right border is pink, bottom border is blue, and left border is red. With 3 values, the top border is green, right and left borders are yellow, and the bottom border is blue. With only 2 values, the top and bottom borders are pink, and the right and left values are yellow. And finally, with one value, all 4 borders are green. Presented by Designers Learn Code.